Yeah, positive, how's it going everybody? Got for you guys today an RU Wi-Fi battle, and if you guys do enjoy the video, then make sure to hit the like button, guys. Much like always, the goal is 300 likes or more. And recently I've been getting into RU a lot more because RU is actually really a lot of fun, and I've seen people comment saying, oh, RU is such a bulky tier, RU is nothing but stall and walls. But I honestly have to disagree. There are many heavy hitters in the tier, and I would go as far as to say wall breakers even, because Moltres and Banmega, for example, are two very huge threats in the tier. Be it that they are 4 times weak to stealth rocks, with the proper team support they can utterly pick teams apart because they don't really have too many safe switch-ins depending on what kind of set they like to run. And actually, speaking of Banmega, for those of you who play RU, you know that Banmega and Zoroark are currently being suspect tested. So much like my previous Wi-Fi battle, I want you guys who play RU to leave a comment down below letting me know how you feel about Banmega and Zoroark being suspect tested. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? How do you feel? Let me know in the comment section below, and for the length of this video I might even be able to tell you guys my thoughts at the end of the battle, just because I don't want to ramble on too long in the beginning. So my opponent is going to be my buddy SeaSlug. So going into this battle, I knew that my biggest threat to his team was easily going to be my Banmega. Unfortunately, his biggest threat to my team is going to be that Moltres, so I have to make sure that I keep Slowking around and Banmega around, and I should be in a good position in this battle. So expecting him not to lead off with Moltres, which is really the only thing that would stop my Banmega from leading, I decided to lead off with it, as he actually ends up leading off with the Tangrowth. Now normally from what I've seen, Tangrowth are assault vested, and I'm guessing he's going to want to switch out, fearing the fact that I could knock him out with the Bug Buzz. So what I'm going to do is actually go for the Air Slash, expecting him to want to bring in the Moltres. And even if he wanted to bring in the Doublade, I actually carry Shadow Ball on this Banmega just for Doublade. So after the Air Slash damage, I would guarantee that Shadow Ball would have been an OHKO. So I managed to get off a huge amount of damage on that Moltres as I go for the Protect, fearing the fact that he could possibly be Scarfed as he switches directly into the Claydol. Unfortunately, max special defense, max HP Claydol can actually live a modest Life Orb stab super effective Bug Buzz, so I don't want to take a possible Ice Beam or Toxic, so I decided to switch directly into my Girder as he makes a nice play, goes for the Stealth Rocks, and then this turn, fearing a knockoff, he's going to switch into his Moltres. I'm guessing he thought that I would want to take the chance to go for a bulk up, but honestly with him having Moltres around, I knew that I wouldn't be able to freely set up, so much to my surprise, I'm actually able to knock out that Moltres, just because his Girder actually isn't max attack. As he brings in the Alomomola, I'm expecting him to want to go for a Wish, so what I'm going to do is actually go for the bulk up as he ends up going for the Toxic. Now yes, he did give me Guts, but then again he did also put a timer on my Girder, so that isn't too bad, but it also isn't a good play either. So thanks to the Guts boost, it's essentially like I'm at +2 attack, allowing me to get off a solid amount of damage on the incoming Skuntank. I'm guessing he thought that I would go for the knockoff, but honestly, I really had no reason to do that because I did expect him to want to stay in with Alomomola and go for the Wish, and then maybe I could go for another bulk up as he protected. As he gets off pitiful damage with the Sucker Punch, I'm going to be able to knock him out with the knockoff, just on the off chance that he did want to switch out. Unfortunately, because of the Toxic and the aftermath damage, I'm going to be severely worn down, but Girder did manage to put in some work. I was able to get rid of the Moltres, which, as I said, was the biggest threat to my team. Unfortunately, he still does have that Doublade, which I really have to watch out for, because if I allow it to freely set up 2 Swords Dances, I could possibly get swept by it. So that's still in his back pocket, and I still have to watch out for that. So it turns out that Claydol is faster than Girder, which I was not expecting whatsoever, and he's going to be able to knock me out with the Psychic. As I bring in my Shift Tree, I really have no reason not to go straight for the knockoff, because I mean the switch in the Tangrowth is very obvious. Plus, with me being able to knock off his Assault Vest, I can bring in my Slowking, and I should be able to knock him out with the Fire Blast, barring the fact that I live a knockoff, which I mean I should be able to because it's not stabbed, and Slowking does have very good bulk. As I do live, I'm going to be able to hit the Fire Blast and in return knock out this Tangrowth, which means he has 1 less switch into my Shift Tree, which means Shift Tree is looking to be like a big threat to his team. As he brings in the Alomomola, I'm honestly just going to leave in Slowking for Death Fodder because I really have no use for it, as he makes a weird double switch into Claydol. I honestly don't know why he did this, but I'm able to get off enough damage to the point where I can ensure that my Banmega can come in and knock him out with the bug buzz, and that's all I really wanted to do. Unfortunately, he still does have the stealth rocks up, and with him having Dew Blade and most likely having the Shadow Sneak, I don't feel comfortable switching directly into my Banmega. So what I'm gonna do is actually switch right into my shift tree, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to go for the default because he's shown me his whole moveset. The hardest hitting move that he has to hit me with is the Earthquake. So after going for the defog, what I can do is just safely go for a knockoff. If he wants to bring in Alomomola, this is a mixed shift tree, so I do carry Leaf Storm just to be able to hit Alomomola. So I'm honestly not worried about anything that he wants to do, as I'm able to get rid of the Clay Doll. He's going to switch into Alomomola this turn, actually I guess thinking that I wouldn't be able to do anything to him, but as I said, I do indeed have the Leaf Storm, and this, much to my surprise, is actually going to be an Oko. I was honestly not expecting that. Unfortunately, I get a crit. Then again, I doubt the crit really mattered because I do have my Banmega, so well, actually, yeah, the crit probably did matter, me knocking out Alomomola, but honestly, at that point, as I said, I do have Banmega, which could have beat Alomomola one-on-one. If not, then brought it down to the point where my shift tree would have been able to beat it one-on-one. And just, it really just sped up the process of this battle, in my opinion, as I revealed to him that I do have the Shadow Ball, which means even if he wanted to try to set up on me, he wouldn't have been able to, as he's going to get off a solid amount of damage with the Gyro Ball. I'm going to be able to live, although he will be able to knock me out with the Shadow Seek. I can then just bring in shift tree and finish him off with the knockoff, and that is going to be the victory in my favor. Not to mention that I also had Heliolisk on my team, so yeah, the crit definitely did not matter. I honestly forgot that I had Heliolisk. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the battle, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button. I know it was a really just straight fast and forward game, but hopefully y'all did enjoy. And my opinion on Banmega and Zoroark being suspect tested, I can see why Banmega is being suspect tested. I definitely agree with that because the only real safe switch into it in the tier, I believe, is Registeel, which can get trapped by Dugtrio, which means Banmega can just come in and sweep teams. And then Zoroark, I don't think Zoroark should be banned. I think it fits perfectly fine in RU. That's my opinion. Then again, I really haven't run into Zoroark too often, so I can't really voice my opinion too much on Zoroark, but I think it fits well in RU. So I don't agree with Zoroark being suspect tested, but I do agree with Banmega being suspect tested, and just, yeah, that's just my thoughts. Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, and if you guys missed my previous Wi-Fi battle, which was a really good OU battle that is putting on your screen right now, there should be an annotation, you can go check that out. And then if you missed my previous upload from yesterday, which was a showdown live battle, you can go check that out as well. And tomorrow is when I'll be going on vacation, guys, so just a reminder, next week there won't be daily uploads, but there will be uploads every other day. And just, yeah, with that being said, guys, I rambled on enough, so I will see you all tomorrow, and just, yeah, later everybody.